Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
The texts say that Inquisitor Ameridan was a dragon hunter who vanished on his last expedition.
Yes, precisely. I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry. Inquisitor Ameridan stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition help find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Ameridan was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakkon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakkon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakkon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I thought we could catch up.
Of course.
Have you spoken to Kenrick much?
A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever, really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfisher poo. The stuff's vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. Ugh. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
The commander would never go for it. He's too dignified.
You mean uptight? Sorry, don't tell him I said that.
What are your thoughts about our progress against Corypheus?
The commander thinks we're as ready as we'll ever be, and that we should strike soon. I don't know what's gonna happen after. One step at a time. That's the only way to take this.
They say you grew up in a village. Where did you learn how to fight? Draw a bow, all that?
Here and there. You pick things up as a little dwarf girl in a village filled with piggish Ferelden boys. I'm no artist with a blade. I just know what hurts, and what takes them down quick. Bruised a shin or two in my day, and a few, you know, other things. And archery? Oh, there was a traveling hunter who set me up with my first bow and taught me the basics. After that, I practiced on my own. On squirrels, mostly. Oh, and Heinrich from next door, but only with padded arrows.
What do you think about the Avar?
When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders.
Oh, I like the way she thinks. We should keep her around. For mayhem.
Yes, mayhem.
All right, get it out of your system.
Mayhem!
Mayhem!
It's funny how a word loses its meaning when you say it enough times.
We'll continue this another time.
Goodbye then.
Lady Har- I mean, Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle, but ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter. While this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Elysian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter?
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armor links. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordilis Dracon, first Emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of Hakkon barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
The veil is wobbly here.
I was going with spicy.
What? Let me check. Sensing... Sensey... Definitely wobbly.
like overthinking, right? I've got an idea.
All right, hit me.
You're not throwing piss, but I could ride on your shoulders. You run and hit, I shoot.
You standing or sitting?
Sit on your own horns. I stand.
Right. Sorry. So we'd be like a mobile siege platform. Yes, this could work.
Or... Wait, no, better idea. Ice cream and beer.
Sure. That's not at all the same thing, but all right.
It's probably shit. It'll be great.
This creature, it's different from others in the basin.
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to his own! For Hakkon's glory!
Jaws of Hakkon don't like us. What'd we do this time?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
Inquisition soldiers. We should help them.
Lieutenant Farrow, sir. We've beaten back those Hakkonite bastards. My men and I will hold here. The Hakkonites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to fortify and regroup.
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hakkonites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a presence. The river's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold. Or it would be if we could travel safely along it. The Hakkonites set up camps near the banks, and they attack anyone who gets within view.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir?
Hakkonites seem little more than thugs.
They're determined. I'll give them that. Should be fewer Hakkonite assholes around here now.
Inquisitor.
The Hakkonites were pushed back from the river.
That will put minds at ease, sir. I'll arrange patrols for the area. It's no Imperial highway, but we'll see people along as safely as we can.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir. Missive from Harding.
See.
No, no, no! I cannot have guests, lowlanders, even those who don't hail from the hold.
Who are you? And why are you out here?
If I tell you, will you leave me be? I am Sigrid Gulsdotten, Augur's apprentice. I exiled myself from Stonebear Hold.
You exiled yourself?
Aye, I did. And my tongue will say no more on that.
Sarah, I'm sorry.
Who's what now?
My family is nobility. I've been in Seeker training since I was 6. I walked with the divine. I've never considered what I look like to someone common. I must indeed seem terrifying.
Nah, you're all right. Skip the someone common bit, though. Makes you seem a bit of a shit.
So, Seeker, seems you have a thing for Canary men after all.
Certain ones.
He's not just an object to quench your desires, Cass. Make sure you undress him with your eyes respectfully.
I'm sorry. What are you two talking about?
Your naked body. Well, I'm talking about it. Cassandra's just glaring and turning red.
What is this? Are the fishes of Stonebear Hole too rude to share a meal with friends?
Can the jaws of Hakkon not catch their own fish? Or are those jaws only good for flapping?
Mind your tongue. The Inquisitor! Death to the Lowlanders! Glory to Hakkon! That warrior died! They can take you!
You are the lowlander they call Inquisitor? I am Arvid Rolfson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. I know not what brings you here, but we have no quarrel, you and I.
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stonebear Hole's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hakkon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but... yeah.
You don't agree?
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
Warn the spirits right back. We're in position.
I don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
If I give you the boat, and you anger the spirits and die, other lowlanders may come for blood. That is trouble for my hold, and not my trouble to take. Go to Stonebear Hold and speak with my Thane, Svara Sunhair. Get her blessing, and you may sail to Korth's Rocky Heart, if you wish.
Good place to get ambushed. Watch your back. At least it's not too dry. Over there. She's not fighting those off alone.
Inquisitor. Still finding it difficult to breathe, but I'm not strewn across the landscape, so thank you. I'm Colette, Professor Kenrick's research assistant. I was hoping to conduct a survey of a Tevinter ruin in the hills. I may not have chosen the best route.
You're Kenrick's research assistant, so that makes you a student at the University of Orlais?
It does? Why?
If I've said something wrong...
I'm sorry. That's usually asked with skepticism. The university accepts those worthy of admission, though elven students are few.
How do you find it there?
It's not easy, but this is what I want. And I like working for Professor Kenrick. Elven research students, where publications concerned, their work's often deemed not substantial enough for formal credit. But Kenrick cares about people who want to learn. If our research finds an audience, I know my name will be included.
What were you hoping to find at the ruin?
The Tevinter's time here was brief, but their architecture endured, offering shelter, forming landmarks. Ancient Avar would have encountered these structures, which certainly predate Inquisitor Emeridan. Evaluating the ruins could offer insight into the region's history, once I can get set up.
You're still going there?
I've read everything we have on Ameridan, and studied up on new excavation techniques. I won't waste this opportunity. If you've a map, I can show you my destination. If you'd be interested in the findings.
Stay safe.
I will.
Is this where Kenrick's assistant was headed?
Inquisitor? You may want to see this. Inquisitor! I was going to send word. I found something. This inscription, almost completely faded, but... 2 stood. Felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care. The markings and surrounding artifacts date to Ameridan's time. The references and scripts suggest Avar.
What's your theory?
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor Kenrick evaluate the site himself. But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina, Inquisitor Ameridan's companions.
What can you tell me about Orina?
Orina was an alchemist in Orzammar. It's said she met Ameridan while dealing with a demon, but it's not known why Ameridan was there. Demons aren't common in the deep roads, but they were a problem for the Inquisition at the time. Orina knew she could help, so she joined Ameridan.
If she left Orzammar, that would make her a surfacer.
She turned her back on the stone, though it said she had few regrets. Some claim she was actually from one of Orzammar's noble families, but who can say? She never used her last name on the surface, and once exiled, the family likely struck her name from personal documents. Professor Kenrick petitioned Orzammar's Shaperate to grant access to their records, but the request was turned down.
What do you know about Heron?
When the Templar Order was first formed, Sir Heron was among its members. He's arguably the most famous of the original Templars, though he was never one of their leaders. He's better known as one of Inquisitor Ameridan's confidants. They'd known each other since youth.
So they were close. Friends.
When Ameridan was made Inquisitor, Heron's position in his inner circle was assumed. A few ballads about them survive. The type with adventures and happy endings. I don't know if they're true. They remind me of my brothers, though.
What will you do with this information?
Professor Kenrick will expect detailed notes on the location, stone and clay samples, and any trace artifacts I can find. If Ameridan's history is compiled, this could be worth an entire chapter. I might get credit on the inside cover.
What makes you think the inscription refers to Heron and Orina?
It's only a theory, but the age of the markings and surrounding artifacts match the timeline we've established for Ameridan. I found glass fragments in the clay, several with slight veins of discoloration. Blue. Like Templar artifacts.
Templars?
The Templars were a new order in Ameridan's time. Given their small numbers then, few would be found outside the Chantry's reach. It's unusual to find one deep in uncharted territory, unless he traveled here for a purpose, as Heron would have.
You don't think the inscription could refer to Ameridan himself?
It's possible, but Ameridan would have been recognized as a leader, which the inscription might have noted out of respect. And a breath in the hunt? Why note that your hunt continues unless your remaining prey was someone important?
What happened here?
An encounter with ancient Avar, and not a friendly one. Ameridan and his companions were outnumbered in an unfamiliar place. If Ameridan's not here, perhaps someone bought him the time needed to keep going?
If this is the resting place of Heron and Arina, it only remains because the Avar took time to honor them.
Respect for a worthy adversary? It wouldn't be out of place.
Thank you, Colette.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, wait.
Inquisitor?
Inquisitor. Have you seen the animals the jaws of Hakkon keep?
Catch anything today? Nothing yet. Too many visitors stirring in the forest. Get that commotion.
There are many curious about you, but the Thane would speak with you first.
All the rams are growing thick, Cole. It'll be a bad winter.
Climbs like a fish.
Shut your yap.
You seem tired, things. Or hunting. Is your whole beast well?
We hunt as well as ever.
You would be safer on the ship.
sight of the Lady of the Skies. Pav, you owe 4 rams to Hask, not 3. Wind, lift your oaths to the Lady of the Skies, and hand the rams over come sunrise.
May your people be as strong as your hold beast.
We've heard of your arrival, Lowlanders. Come, share my fire where we might speak. I am Svara Sunhair, Thane of Stonebear Hold. You have guest welcome here. Few of our people have ever seen a Kunari. It is pleasing not to have to look down while we talk. You and your people have come far from the safety of the lowlands.
Yes. Given what we faced getting to your hold, we're nowhere near safety. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body.
Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer is yours. Sadly, the Jaws of Hakkon will not offer so warm a welcome. You have met their Thane, Gerd Harrofson. I wager you have crossed blades with the Jaws of Hakkon in the wilderness. If you would search this place for your Inquisitor's body, they will want you to pay in blood.
How did you get the name Sunhair?
I was born Svara Janisdotten. For my legend mark, I once fought a battle with my hair on fire.
You lit your hair on fire?
An enemy archer lit my hair on fire. I was locked shield to shield with a foe, and I had no time to douse it. It scared my foes. My hair was braided long enough that I could spare it. It stank worse than goat shit, though.
When I first entered your hold, there was a climbing contest of some sort. What was that?
The test of the lady. We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the test of the Mountain Father, you battle with verse while those who favor you hold you aloft. The test of Hakkon is battle, with blunted weapons.
It seems as fair a way as any to decide such matters.
In many cases, the law is clear. The tests are only for real disputes. As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute. I may also ask a warrior whose claim is foolish to climb with stones strapped to his back.
I'd like to hear more about Stonebear Hold.
We are not the largest hold, but our warriors are strong, and our singers are pretty. Ah, words are for boasting around the fireside. You should look yourself, if you will.
I'd like to know more about the Jaws of Hakkon.
They are not the first hold to take that name. All have been foolish. What would you know of them?
What do the Jaws of Hakkon believe that makes them so angry?
A wise man honors each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing, Rilla of the Fireside for making babies. The Hakkonites care only for Hakkon Wintersbreath, god of war and winter. There is no evil in Hakkon. There are times to fight, but the Jaws of Hakkon care for nothing else. They raid, they fight. Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things.
What can you tell me about the people now calling themselves the Jaws of Hakkon?
They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gerd Harrofson lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good thing, but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of Hakkon.
Yes. Many ages ago. They thought of nothing but slaughter glory. They attacked the Lowlanders. Your people fought back and destroyed them. They were fools.
I'll speak with you later.
Walk with the lady's blessing. Inquisitor?
I was told I needed your permission to borrow a boat from the fisherman.
Bah, Rolfson. He worries like a scared baby goat. The boat is yours. Tell him I said so.
The Hakkonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hakkonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hakkonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
I understand your concern. Is there anything I could do to help?
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvacker, has not been seen in days. The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvacker returns.
Maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but bears and I traditionally do not get along.
You were fought bears. You lived. Good for you. Fear will keep you respectful should you find Storvacker. You will be fine.
So you're saying she's friendly? Do you have members of the Hold searching for Storvacker?
The hold is already fearful. A great hunt for our hold beast would show weakness to the Hakkonites. If she were dead, the Augur would know. So the hunters watch for tracks. That is all we can do.
I'll speak with you later.
Ask those in the hold about Storvacker. They may know something they have not told me.
The traps were empty.
Inquisitor, I'm honored by your visit. I'm Finn Coldenson. Forgive me if I don't stand to greet you properly.
How were you injured?
A storm blew up a few months back. It's the worst we've seen in a while. I was helping to secure the fishing boats. Einar nearly fell in. I caught him, but the current caught me. My leg got crushed against the rocks. It hasn't set properly.
You seem troubled. Is it your injury?
In part. Gida Mirdotten prepares my father's body for sky burial.
Ah, shit.
I knew it would be soon. I miss him.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Inquisitor, you've need of a hunter, or you're just wandering? Doubt you lowlanders see many holds, but I'll tell you, there are none finer.
I assume you go hunting yourself.
Of course I do. Who says otherwise?
No one.
I lead our hunts, Inquisitor. My leg aches. One eye can't see in the dark, and I bring more meat than anyone in the hold. Goat's piss, do I hunt?
A yes would have been fine.
Suppose you can't help lowlanders' manners.
Do you have any idea where Storvacker has gone?
Our hold animal's a hungry one. She might be after the game in the valley to the west. As the weather's turning, I'd not think she'd roam further.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Strange that the veil seems so thin here. A great many spirits must have gathered in this place.
And everybody take a drink.
So, come to test yourself.
How so?
Our warriors want your measure, Inquisitor. Bring us an offering, and we'll let you fight Hakkon's trials. Stonebear Hold would know if the spirits favor you. So would I.
Why do you pray to Hakkon when his fanatics cause you so much trouble?
Hakkon Wintersbreath could be testing us through those fanatics. He can be a cruel god, Lowlander. He'll favor the victor and no other. Strength to strength. If the jaws of Hakkon tried to raid us, we'll feed their scraps to the bears.
What is this trial, exactly?
A battle against our best. Wit and muscle, and steel against steel. Not to death, just surrender. In case you're afraid.
Oh, that's a relief. Wouldn't want to widow the entire village.
Oh, I like this. Bring the stomach to match those fine words.
Do you run this arena?
I do. I'm called Hakkon Feltson. I prepare warriors for the gods. Truly, I drill it into young heads that no one's born knowing how the axe swings or the arrow flies.
What do you mean, prepare your warriors for the gods?
As we train, the gods see us become worthy.
Worthy of what?
A second strength when you most need it. A glimpse that spots a blade at your heart. Warriors must show their will for these gifts, and the will for practice.
Interesting. You draw in spirits influenced by these ritual battles to aid you during real conflict.
Didn't I say as such?
Yes, but... Of course. My apologies.
Can we begin this trial of Hakkon?
We need an offering from you first. To honor Hakkon and the dead.
Farewell.
Safe journeys. Well met.
Can we begin this trial of Hakkon?
We need an offering from you first. To honor Hakkon and the dead.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Tell you, Lowlanders from the north.
Why do they drip?
Be welcome, Inquisitor. Though I fear I've time for little more than a greeting. I must prepare these souls for their greater journey, particularly those who depart without the reverence due. Their way is often hardest.
I'm not familiar with Avar funerals. May I ask what proper rites entail?
When the time comes, we are given sky burials. For most, the body is laid out and prayers given. When the birds come, they carry the soul to the Lady of the Skies. The body, unneeded, is gone.
For most?
Some souls, such as Calden's, are chosen to return. The augur reads the signs at birth. It is a rare honor. In order to return, an offering is made to Korth the Mountain Father and buried beneath the body. A piece of the soul thus remains, allowing the rest to return to this world and be reborn.
Will someone not be given proper rights?
Calden Enverson is one of the few whose soul may return. Bloodkin must make an offering to the Huntmaster, who prepares it. Or so it should be. Calden's son, Finn, has failed in this duty, but then there's you.
Me?
You're a guest of our hold. A gift from you cannot be refused. Even an offering for Calden. I cannot dictate the nature of a gift, but if my suggestion appeals to you, speak to the Huntmaster.
Calden's son is injured. It's not his fault he can't make the offering.
As disappointing as that may be, it is not my place to ignore the gods' laws on a whim. I honor them in word and spirit, Inquisitor.
You suggested a way around tradition by letting me make the offering.
The spirits have seen Finn fail. To undo it may be to undo their will. A gift from another does not bear this weight. Calden's soul could travel easily.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
Is there at least a movement to reunite Orzammar and Kalsharok?
What is it with you, Chuckles? Why do you care so much about the dwarves?
Once, in the Fade, I saw the memory of a man who lived alone on an island. Most of his tribe had fallen to beasts or disease. His wife had died in childbirth. He was the only one left. He could have struck out on his own, to find a new land, new people. But he stayed. He spent... every day catching fish in a little boat. Every night drinking fermented fruit juice and watching the stars.
Huh. I can think of worse lives.
How can you be happy surrendering? Knowing it'll all end with you? How can you not fight?
I suppose it depends on the quality of the fermented fruit juice.
So it seems.
So he arrives. Don't throng. Behold, worthy ones, the man who blazes like fire and mends the air.
What is this?
It's safe. They mean no harm.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors. There. It is done. Now come, be welcome, and hear news of the North.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
I assume Augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages and the Thane. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods and shares it with the Hold. I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits.
Some have wisdom, for those willing to listen.
They protect the Hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength. For that, we thank the gods.
I should be off.
Farewell.
What did I tell you? Lowlanders.
Why do they dress like that?
Be welcome.
met a mage in the woods who said she used to be an augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Goldsdotten. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Or perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's an abomination.
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods until they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own notion.
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving, a ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her, and she's taken to exile.
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the hold clamored to see you. I obeyed, for I'm their voice and their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
I should be off.
Farewell.
The new thatching is good. Fine work.
Wind seems colder than it should.
Inquisitor?
I spoke to the woman preparing bodies for funeral. She said I might make an offering for Caldon.
How would... As a gift? Sly woman. In that case, I'll accept an offering from the hand that gives it. Tradition says the offering's made to Koth. Only creatures who touch the gods' realm will do. I'll mark where some were last spotted. It'd be an unmatched gift, Lowlander. I still pity Caldon's son, though, losing his father's name.
What do you mean?
Finn failed to complete the rites. That'll see him disowned when the burial's complete. He's fatherless whether you do this or not, Inquisitor. Seeing it done will give him some peace, I imagine.
Farewell.
Farewell.
I finally found someplace I hate even more than caves. That's a first. The Huntmaster said he'd accept a gift from the hand that gave it. Let Finn do it.
Kind though that may be, it bends the laws of their tradition. It's something to consider.
What did I tell you?
Inquisitor,
I have the offering for Calden Enverson.
I'll see it properly prepared and sent to Gida. She'll be making the final preparations soon, I imagine.
Farewell.
Farewell.
That ails them. Always making up strange stories and looking all easy.
The new thatching is good. Fine work.
Greetings, stranger.
I am sorry to have bothered you with my questions about your people, Varric. I see so much of this world in dreams. Humans, my own people, even Kunari. Dwarves alone were lost to me, save scattered fragments of memory where some spirit cared to watch. Now I know why I see so little.
And why is that?
Dwarves are the severed arm of a once mighty hero, lying in a pool of blood, undirected. Whatever skill at arms it had, gone forever. Although it might twitch to give the appearance of life, it will never dream.
I'd avoid mentioning that to any Carta, Chuckles. They might not take it the right way.
Scorch marks, left by some kind of interrupted spell. Perhaps the ritual was never completed. The grass is trampled down here. A fight?
I do not think so. There are tracks. It was likely a heart.
Probably not important then. A vial of lyrium.
If a mage was performing a ritual to part with a spirit, she may have needed to replenish her strength.
Then why is the vial still full? A skinned bird and bundle of incense.
Offerings for this mage's ritual. Why are they still here?
Good question.
You returned.
The Augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay! What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
I'd just like to help another mage, if you need it.
Will you understand? I hear lowlander mages see the gods differently. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
You're friends with this spirit?
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down.
A great comfort. But you are no longer a child.
Some mages need the help of a god all their lives.
Very well. Perhaps, however, ask yourself if it is help you need, or companionship.
I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
It would be hard to let go of such a unique friendship.
It is. Yet I swore an oath. I think the Augur knew. All this time he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
The Inquisition could use a mage with a unique perspective. You and your spirits certainly qualify.
You want me to pledge my staff to your Inquisition? Even bound to a spirit?
Your people consider it a gift. I'm sure you can handle yourself.
The abomination thing didn't work out so well for Kirkwall.
Inquisitor? She is an abomination.
It must be punishment from the gods to serve a lowlander for my oath-breaking. It fits my shame. I'll find your camps and join you.
Someone fought something big here. It could be that bear the Avar are looking for. If the bear isn't dead, it has to be nearby.
lowlanders have freed the sacrifice! Jaws of Hakkon! Destroy them!
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakkonite chicken craps! Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakkonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakkon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
We welcome the help.
More than you know, Inquisitor. My hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of Hakkon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
By saving your bear, have we put an end to their plans?
Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old jaws of Hakkon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the Lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the jaws of Hakkon?
Their hold is an old Lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakkonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the lady never finds them.
I would like to talk about Storvacker, your hold beast.
What would you know?
Does Storvacker usually live in the hold? Does she stay in a pen, or...?
Pens are for goats and chickens, not holdkin. The Avar are free. So must be our hold beasts. Storvacker lives in a cave near the hold. She comes to visit if she wishes to see us. We bring her gifts of food. Not enough that she will not hunt for herself.
I'll speak with you later.
Walk with the lady's blessing.
The Augur's saying blood will spill before the new moon.
What did I tell you? Lowlanders from the north.
I understand our huntmaster prepares Calden Enverson's offering as we speak. This gift is beyond worth. You have my thanks, Inquisitor. I must complete the preparations.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
Did you see Scout Grandin on your way back? He should be on watch, but he's gone. Grandin was a good friend of Jace Turbat, one of the researchers. He was killed by Hakkonites. I'm starting to worry that Grandin's gone and done something stupid. He was supposed to send word back when he reached his station, but nothing. Keep an eye out for him, please. For me.
I helped our soldiers defend against the Hakkonite raid.
That's a relief. We've lost enough men to them.
I should go.
Be careful out there.
You say you've witnessed past events in the Fade, Solas, or the memories of them. But the Fade distorts reality. Surely it cannot offer a true reflection of what occurred.
Are your own memories any different? The truth is never precise, regardless of where you are.
These were Hakkonites.
And that's an Inquisition dagger. Harding said that scout might try something stupid.
More dead Hakkon warriors. Could one man accomplish this?
The Inquisition soldier. Grandin?
Careful.
Inquisitor, I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend, Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakkon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier, he wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
We don't want to lose anyone. Sometimes we have no choice.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the Circle. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakkon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know. They will not kill more people. Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
And then, will you stop, or will the rage take you?
This is bad.
It doesn't have to be this way. Release Grandin, Spirit.
Release? The spirit remains because I want it to. I will protect our people. I want to fight, Inquisitor.
You're not walking out of here, demon.
If you stop me, then I cannot stop them. I won't allow it.
Better than leaving him as an abomination.
Harding will inform the family of the death, if not the details.
Have you seen the plans for the new camps? Tree houses. It all sounds awful and precarious.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is dead.
Another one gone. Just like that. You never get used to it, do you? Maker. I'll miss him. The boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
Don't you like the idea of tree houses?
It's a good idea, in theory. Up where the wild animals can't get us. But having solid ground so far, far below me with nothing but air in between us is just...
Who would have thought? Scout Harding afraid of heights.
Me? No. No. I'm not afraid. Who's afraid? No one's afraid. I love being up high. Lovely views, fresh air, birds flying at my head. Yeah. I'm a little uncomfortable with heights. Don't tell anyone.
I should go.
See you soon, Inquisitor.
Well met.
The Inquisition has brought an offering to enter your trials.
Yes! Oh, this'll be a fight to remember. I mean, enter the arena grounds. Hakkon's trials await.
I'm ready to begin Hakkon's trials.
Excellent. Step into the grounds, and we'll begin.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Did you see the look on those nobles' faces back at the Winter Palace, Chuckles?
They seemed unaccustomed to seeing elves without servants' livery, or dwarves at all.
Priceless. That's definitely going in my next story.
Are you planning a chapter filled with courtly intrigue?
Close. I need to describe the face someone makes when they choke down something terrible.
What a fight! That maneuver was... Well, you saw well fought, Inquisitor.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Runa should be here. Where did she get to?
Are you looking for someone?
My cousin Runa. She's off north climbing the hills instead of helping with the catch again.
Farewell.
Good day to you. In, stranger.
There's a lot of loose stone here, and a Navarre axe.
They left it here to mark a trail, perhaps.
The woman at the beach said her cousin Runa went climbing. Maybe this is where she began. There. Another trail marker. I think our mountain climber was here.
Hope she's not planning to trek out to the Frostbacks.
Over there.
Just in time! Join the fray! The fight's a worthy one! Well fought. I'd heard lowlanders were about. You'd be the Inquisitor, from the hand.
Your cousin was looking for you.
Oh? Oh, the fishing! I was to help Lena with the fishing. I must make an offering to the gods first. Shall I give your names in the prayer?
What's an offering prayer?
I've climbed this hill 1,000 times. Today, it was if a wind from the spirits lifted me. I was going to thank the gods with a brace of nugs. That beast must have scented the meat.
You offer meat to spirits?
The Lady of the Skies sends her birds, and Korth Mountain Father sends his wolves and bears. They wouldn't normally hear the prayer of a lowlander, but since you helped in the fight, I'll speak for you.
I'd be honored to be mentioned in your offering.
The spirits will remember.
A precious gift, Inquisitor. I expect it will be helpful.
Generally helps to respect local traditions now and then.
A prayer to spirits.
The lady keeps the skies, where blows the morning wind. Korth grants mountain shelter, Hakkon blooded hide and bone. Take this gift from Runa Learsdotten, and the Inquisitor from the lands below.
I just felt something.
A blessing? That's a good sign. You bring fine luck, Herald.
Fascinating. Spirits rarely answer calls from those who aren't mages.
We've been favored. The gods don't always appear. I'll tell Lena this tale. Perhaps a good story will put a smile on her face.
Mm-hmm.